Hey guys and welcome. We are looking at the week 5 weekly quest in Fortnite. This video will cover stage 1, 2 and the bonus quest, and each part will show you exactly how to complete each of those in turn. Okay, let's get into it. First up is use a zip line, grind rail and grind vine. You have to use each of those. You cannot use 3 or a combination of them to get to 3 unless it is one of each of them. First of all, we're going to head to Mega City. Far right hand side, we're going to take this building right here. It's the second one up from the bottom. Use the zip line all the way to the top. That'll be the first one done, and when we get to the top we are surrounded by the grind rails. All we need to do is jump on that, and that is 2 of the 3 done already. And then once we're done here, we're going to head over to Creaky Compound or Rumble Ruins. Grind vines are all over the place. I actually accidentally stepped on one there and managed to complete it, but the grind vines are all over the place, can't miss them. Second up is deal damage to enemy players from at least 1 story above. Total of 400 damage needs to be done to players, not opponents. Players, which means guards and bosses, do not count. 1 story is if you're playing builds 1 part up, but you need to be at the top of it for it to count, and sometimes it probably won't. It's quite sensitive in terms of what that story of damage is. You're better off being at a higher elevation point. Lots of places, POIs, Slappy Shores is quite good in and around Creaky Compound, and Rumble Ruins is quite good. A lot of elevated positions where you're bound to get a lot of players running around as well, and it's just damage. You don't actually have to kill them, so remember that. This guy's running away, and the problem is you'll end up dying tired, but hey, it's just the way it goes. Just keep doing it. You'll eventually rattle it out. It all depends on your skill level, but it doesn't matter. As long as you get the 400, you can take as much time as you need to do it. Final stage 1 quest is search rare chests. 3 in total need to be opened for you to complete this one. Number of ways of doing it. You can wait until you come across one randomly out in the wild in the game, or the easiest and probably the fastest way that you're going to do this is to go and take down one of the diamond dealers and then get their vault card, open up a vault and go in. Mega City and Slappy Shores are probably the best and easiest locations because A, less guards, B, it's just a normal dealer and it should be relatively easy to kill them, take their card and open it up, and probably not as likely to come across other players while doing it. You can go to the POIs and try and take down the bosses and go that way. A lot harder of a fight simply because there are more guards and a hell of a lot more players as well. But I've done this one at Mega City. I got very, very lucky because when I opened this there were 3 rare chests inside the vault. Normally for me there's only ever been 2. So if that's the same experience for you, just rinse and repeat, go and attack another vault again in another game, pick it up and go in, and you should do this hopefully in 2 games, or unless you've been like me very lucky in getting 3 inside the vault. But that's it, should be no problem at all. Just keep at it until you get them done, but it'll be the easiest way as well. First off, the second stage quest is we're going to start off with claim the capture point on the floating loot island. This is a repeat mission from previous seasons, and actually it seems to be a hell of a lot harder now to get this one. This game for me was relatively lucky because it didn't come in until towards the end of the match. Normally about the halfway point when this drops to about 50 players does it then spawn in on the games that I've been playing. I actually thought it had glitched and it wasn't going to appear. When it appeared I was at the other side of the map, so I had to go hell for leather to get here. Normally the way I do these ones is go in, box yourself up with a metal box and just hope no one else comes along, and then it's just waiting until you capture the actual point itself. Because this one's in the sky, the general strategy I normally employ is be near a vehicle, sit in the center of the map. When you hear the spawning in and you see the location, jump in the vehicle and go for it. I just happen to be in the air with balloons this time using the augment. Second stage 2 quest is eliminate opponents with common or uncommon weapons. 15 kills in total required, and because it says opponents, this can be guards, bosses, or it can be players. My 15 is a mixture of the 2, and I've just thrown it up as a general kill reel. Slappy Shores is probably the easiest place because there are a lot of guards running around as well, and you can probably do quite a few kills if you're not that great going up against players, and it's just a case of cycling through until you get the 15 done. As I say, mine is a mixture, probably about almost 50-50 in terms of guards and players, even thrown in a couple of bosses for good measure as well. But that's it, guys. You can watch the rest of the kills, so you can skip on to the next one. Final stage 2 before we go to the bonus quest is collect items from eliminated players. 50 items in total needs to be collected. Sounds like a hell of a lot, but normally when you're killing players, they're dropping probably anywhere between 4 and 6 or maybe more items at a time. You see this guy got killed and there's an absolute ton of stuff there. So every time you pick up a bundle of ammo, a weapon, materials, it'll all count as one item, and it's just a case of going and cycling through. Even if it's rubbish gear, just pick it up, drop it, and pick up your old gear until you get the 50. And don't be afraid, you don't have to kill people. If it's lying on the ground, go and pick it up and see. Week 5 bonus quest is score trick points on a dirt bike in a single match. 200,000 trick points needing to be scored to complete this one. And I'm going to show you a location in a second where I find a dirt bike. Usually it's there in most games that I go to. If it's not, just jump out, come back in the game, and it'll be in this location just before the bridge. Off to the right hand side here as well, there is a ramp, and that's where we are going to use to score our points. The glitch previously where you could jump onto a fence as long as you were holding down your trick button, and then it would just rattle up the points for you. Doesn't seem to work anymore. I couldn't get it to work for me. Here's the ramp. All you need to do is run out and make sure you've got the jump button down, release it, and it will launch into the air. Spin round and round, do a few tricks until you hit the deck, and then it will calculate the points and it'll add them on. I did it in 2. I probably could have done it in 1, if I'm being honest, if I had done it a wee bit faster and jumping that. But anyway, that's the video, guys. Drop a like on it, comments down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.